This is my happy face that we get to move more snow. It won't end, folks. So, if you've been wondering what we're up to, this is exactly what we've been up to. I just gotta mentally prepare for this. It does have the cold start package, so the glow plugs still do run through a cycle. Even though it's plugged in, it's just a shorter cycle than if, say, I tried to come out and start it right now. Just easier on equipment. Voila! We'll let her warm up a while and then off we go. Somebody told me that the reason my snow bucket is froze on is because I don't grease the machine good enough. What? Pretty sure that's all ice and snow. That's like telling Wes Pandy the reason his stuff doesn't break is because he's not washing his equipment. What? But whatever, maybe they weren't serious, maybe they're just joking with me, but winter needs to stop. I'm ready to plant some corn, get some stuff out. The forecast though, I mean, it does have upper 30s, a couple days in the low 40s with rain this week, and obviously the ground's not thawed and we still got snow insulating it, so that's going to be an absolute mess. But hey, if it helps melt the snow, I guess I'll deal with it. And in a week I'm going to be on a cruise in the warm for a week, so I'm going to escape the snow anyways. But knowing my luck, it'll probably be nice and beautiful here in Minnesota, and I should have went when it was like -30 here in Minnesota, but you win some, you lose some, right? So I've pushed this all back a second time, and I pushed this all back a second time. You can see it's acting like a snow fence, but it's so drifted and packed that that's as far as I could push that back this last time. But the drift didn't start until right on the driveway, so we're still fine. But I'm gonna try to dig that back a little bit, because when it gets to 40 degrees in a couple days, it's gonna lock it down wherever drifts are. So, but first what I do is I just cut them, you know, as far as I can drive my tire on the edge of the driveway. And I just push that through, and then I'll come along and push that back the best I can. And I'm eager to get the, you know, the corn planter's already hooked up, and I'm eager to get working on that and get the mulch finisher hooked up, and just I'm eager to get things going and show you guys what's going on. But worked last night overnights, and I had to trade for one of our bid guys today. He needs off, and he's gonna work my overnight shift. So I just got to go in a couple hours early, but I get off a couple hours early, so a little short on sleep. But you can see I got the old headset on. Let's see if I can do this with my elbow. Got that on because I ain't got any time to waste, so I can't take time to stop and talk on the phone. But if I have the thing, I might as well wear it so that I can talk on the phone and don't have to ignore people if anybody were to call. Boy, this is heavy stuff. It is like a slush underneath, because it rained first for us, and then it snowed like heavy rate, probably a good 2 inches an hour for an hour or so it did, and then it slowed down to about 1 inch an hour. So it was a fun night at work. Just trying not to back into anything here. It's a little tight where I have to push the snow so it doesn't mess up anything in our yard. But yeah, getting serious. Got the headset on, sunglasses on, and like looking at the sun, the daylight saving, like what is that thing? Not used to seeing the sun a whole lot. Pushing these back, just, I don't know, since I'm at it, and since they're easy to push now and it's not hard pack drifts, once it's that, it's a real pain to do. But I don't know, maybe you can't see, the wind is just ripping still. It's hard to make it focus with the cage, but it's ripping still. But still gonna push it back because it's warm out, it's gonna rain the next few days, and I wanna have room in case it does drift a little more today. And then with any luck, as long as it doesn't, hopefully it won't snow anymore, but if it does, then it drifts back in this area instead of on our driveway. But and like I say, I read all of them, and I acknowledge all of them with like a, unless they're negative, but I'll acknowledge all of them with like a heart or a like button or the comment if there's a question or whatever. I try to stay in touch because I do appreciate and I do enjoy, like that's the biggest thing I enjoy, is meeting people in different ways. But asking, you know, I'm just posting videos just to post videos. I don't need to be told that I'm a better operator than you or whatever. Like, people seem to think they gotta like flex on YouTube and tell people how to do it. And it's like, no. DOT, they've been working their tails off. Anybody that's a county or city or DOT, they just been going at it the last like month, trying to keep the roads open, and they're doing a dang good job. So, still pushing snow. I'm gonna finish pushing these drifts back, get a little quicker here when I'm off the camera, and I gotta get to work in an hour and a half. So, here we go. Just about there. Gotta dig a couple foot trails to some animals and move my work car so I can plow where that is, and I'm done. And I got about 10 more minutes before I gotta hop in the shower. So, getting close, cutting her close. The name of the game here is to not hit the shed and not scrape down the side of my truck, because I don't want pinstriping. Almost. Almost. There we be. Try to set this down at like the most natural, because the way they got the plate for the quick attach is a little high, so the arms technically can't go all the way down. So I try to make it so the bucket is down and then the arms are at more of a natural position. Otherwise it sits and it's like actually holding the front of the machine up a little bit, and I don't want the machine under stress when it's parked for who knows how long. So this thing has been the clear ticket this winter. Well, I'm done letting the skid loader idle down for just a couple minutes. Looking at the skid loader, you know, I realize how fortunate we are, because if we were pushing snow with that 30-10, we'd have them ridges right on the edge of our driveway like we always did, and it was always kind of a pain in terms of, you know, we'd have to end up cleaning out the driveway more often, like every time the wind blow, because it would fill in up to those ridges every time. Where now with the skid loader, I'm able to push those down the ditches a lot easier, and I know I'm spoiled with the heated cab, so that part of it's really nice too. But that skid loader has been the clear ticket this winter, and it's more than proved its weight. I wasn't saying gold, because that's a lot of gold. Watch Gold Rush, that's a lot of gold, the weight of the skid loader, but it's proved its weight, and its worth around here. And every time you think you found everything you can do with a skid loader, you get a different attachment, like the grapple this last year, and you unleash another potential for your skid loader. So they are the clear ticket, you know. I do think that's the way to go. But there are the time and place for utility tractors too. But with how nimble skid loaders are, and how quick you can move stuff instead of shifting and forward and backward and spinning, your time, it's if you have a yard that's small enough for a skid loader. Otherwise there's yards that are too big, and tractor, you're better off with a tractor and blower. But for us, this works great. So like I say, I gotta get ready for work now. I'm gonna go shut the skid loader off, and yeah, all right, that's it. Got to jump the door laser on the way out. Parkour. All right. You guys have a good night. Be safe as always. And we'll check you guys later.